Lyka R. Lakindanum. Please welcome to the stage.
Good day, everyone. My name is Lyka and I am from the Philippines. Today, I'm going to share with you how we can further engage more youth to become the next generation leaders. Presentation, please. Okay, so game-changing advances has reshaped our way of living, especially in social media. For instance, it became a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is that we meet new people and it lets us connect with our loved ones. However, it also becomes a breeding ground for disinformation, for toxicity, cancel culture, and many people heavily rely on numbers. So what are these numbers? These are likes, these are shares, these are followers. And instead of these, I believe that the youth should focus more on how they can change the world for the better. But let's be honest, we just cannot quit social media and we cannot dictate others on what to post as well. So what can we do? Before I dig deeper, let me enlighten you with the current situation in the Philippines. In the Philippines, there are a total of 92.5 million active social media users, and 54% of them are what we call youth prosumers. What is a youth prosumer? Prosumer is what we call an individual who both consumes and produces, in this case, media content. So in the Philippines, there are so many youth prosumers. We call them content creators, we call them vloggers, and we appreciate their time, talent, and effort in doing all of these contents because they engage people. However, just my 2 cents. What if they produce contents beyond makeup tutorials, beyond unboxing videos, beyond funny and prank videos, but more of insights on advocacies, call to action, and become peace catalysts on the internet? Maximizing their platform for a greater purpose, because youth prosumers can become game changers if they choose to. So, back in the Philippines, we had an organization called Communication Foundation for Asia, or CFA. It is a non-government organization that focuses on developmental communication. So, CFA worked on the idea that the creative prowess and skills of the youth can become stepping stones to nation building, especially on evangelization, on peace and youth action, and that they can become game changers. So let me just share some of the projects we did with the youth so that they can become game changers. The first one is the Peace Camp series. Peace Camp aims at empowering Christians, Muslims, and indigenous youth to become game changers through interfaith dialogue in the name of peace. So what we did just last year is we created a space for them so that they can showcase their creativity, their talent. This house or space is called Kabataang Malikhain at Dalubhasa, or Young Creative Experts. It is a contest, and with this contest, they were able to produce their advocacy videos, music videos, write poetries, and compose their music, all in the name of peace. So what we did on our part is we collated all those entries and made it into a peace album. The peace album is called Batingaw, ang mga tinig ng kapayapaan, or Bells, the Voices of Peace. So what we did is we uploaded that album on Spotify, and Spotify became a tool to disseminate their peace messages on a global scale. The next one is Game Changers Digital Comics. So we have been, or CFA have been producing gospel comic magazines for over 50 years. And this project specifically caters for first-time voters. So we want them to know how important it is to vote and how they can discern and monitor their candidates wisely. And with this This was first launched in 2015 as a printed version, but then in 2021, in preparation for the 2022 elections, we made it into a digitalized version. So we also made it interactive. We added ambient music, sound effects, dubbing, so that it's not only educational, but it is also entertaining. So maybe you might ask, no, these are just some of the things we did with the youth, but how were we able to sustain and continue engaging them with these projects? My simple answer is through synodality. Synodality is a process of journeying with one another, of collaboration, mentorship, openness. The idea is that when they enter the program, they don't just learn a skill or two, but we immerse with them. We share stories, we hear them, and we share or pass these principles, these values of evangelization. So that when they leave the program, they don't just learn a skill, but they let these principles help translate their messages into media. Because new media will always transform to what is trendy or what is popular. So instead of just learning how to use TikTok or Facebook, we teach the principles. So that when another new media comes, we won't worry too much because they will know that we can adapt it to these changes. So basically what I'm saying is that synodality can become a foundation or a tool so that the youth can discover their purpose in life. I find this quite effective because this process is also what happened to me. Because the topic of the next generation leaders stemmed to how I was guided by my mentors, how they were able to upscale, empowered, and continued inspiring me so that I will be here with you today. And so that I will have that initiative to pass on that hat on to another youth who will eventually do the same. Because youth are so talented, and they must be led to a path where they can become game changers and eventually become leaders who can change the world for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.